All right, here's something interesting coming from Vivo, and if this leak turns out to be true, the next Vivo flagship phones might work a little differently than before. So the talk right now is about the upcoming Vivo X500 series. Instead of giving both phones the exact same performance like last time, Vivo might actually split the power between the standard model and the Pro model. Let me explain. If you remember the current Vivo X300 series that launched in October 2025, both phones use the same chip. The regular Vivo X300 and the Vivo X300 Pro both run on the MediaTek Dimensity 9500. That means even if you bought the cheaper model, the core performance was basically the same as the Pro version. But the next generation might change that. According to a new leak, MediaTek is preparing two new flagship chips for 2026. One will be called the MediaTek Dimensity 9600, and the other will be a more powerful version called the MediaTek Dimensity 9600 Pro. And here's where it gets interesting. The rumor says Vivo might use the regular 9600 in the standard X500, while the X500 Pro could get the stronger 9600 Pro. So for the first time in a while, the Pro model might actually feel noticeably faster. Now, we don't know the exact difference between these two chips yet, but usually when a company adds Pro to a processor, it means a few things. You normally get a stronger CPU, which means faster performance when opening apps or switching between tasks. You may also get a stronger GPU, which means better gaming performance and smoother graphics. And another big area is AI processing. Phones today use AI for things like camera features, photo editing, voice recognition, and battery management, so the Pro chip could also bring improvements there. Efficiency might also improve, meaning the phone could stay cooler and use less battery while doing heavy tasks. So if this leak is true, the gap between the normal phone and the Pro phone could become more obvious this time. And honestly, this is a trend we're starting to see in the smartphone world. Even Qualcomm is rumored to be working on something similar with its next flagship platform, the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6. The idea is simple: give brands more options so they can create different performance levels in their lineup. That way, the base model is still powerful, but the Pro model feels more premium. Now, there's another rumor about the X500 series that might actually be even more exciting: battery. Some early reports say Vivo could be planning batteries around 7,000 mAh, and if that actually happens, that's a huge jump. Most flagship phones today sit somewhere around 5,000 mAh, so moving to 7,000 would mean a much bigger battery, which could translate to much longer battery life. Think about it. If the chip is more efficient and the battery is bigger, you could be looking at a phone that easily lasts a full day, maybe even 2 days depending on how you use it. That would be a big deal for people who game a lot, watch videos, or just hate charging their phone all the time. Now, there's also another small detail in this leak that caught my attention. Vivo might completely skip the X400 series. Instead of going from the X300 lineup to X400, the company might jump straight to the X500 generation. That sounds strange at first, but some brands actually do this for marketing reasons. Sometimes the number 4 is avoided in certain markets, and sometimes companies just want a fresh start with a new generation name. So jumping straight from X300 to X500 could be part of that strategy. But right now, it's still early. The Vivo X500 series is expected to launch sometime in late 2026, which means we still have months before anything becomes official. So all of this should be treated as early leaks and speculation for now. But if these rumors turn out to be true, the next Vivo flagship phones could bring 3 very interesting changes. First, different performance levels between the standard and Pro models. Second, new powerful chips like the Dimensity 9600 and 9600 Pro. And third, possibly massive 7,000 mAh batteries. And honestly, that combination could make the X500 lineup very exciting. Now, the real question is this: will Vivo actually make the Pro model much stronger, or will the difference be small? And more importantly, can they fit a 7,000 mAh battery without making the phone super thick and heavy? We'll probably start hearing more leaks about the cameras, display, and design as we get closer to the launch, so this is definitely one of those stories we'll need to keep watching.